Let's get it. Let's get it. So look, let me see. You see my weight loss, right? Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I've been going hard. I've been going. Hey, I got approached. Right, truth. I was in the club chilling. I was waiting for my turn to DJ, and this girl approached me. She was snaggletooth, beard belly. She like, I said, let me ask you a question. You think that I'm in your range to approach? Is that right? You done ruined that was the worst set of my career, truth. I said instantly I'm getting back to it. You know what I mean? Because I'm
did
just
she call you sassy after you did that?
Because you know, like I'm like, so let me ask you a question. Like that's how I said it. So
no, but what I'm saying is, you know that like men are not allowed in today's society to have a preference. If you tell a woman she not your type, she automatically say you got a broken wrist. She automatically says you got to be gay for not being attracted to it. So that's why I said, did she call you sassy?
You know what? I stopped listening, so it's possible. Look, at Mr. Live Your Life already, right? True. So you can't as soon as I say so.
Nah, because I was in the Galleria the other day, and a chick went up on me, and you know she was visually disadvantaged, and and when she ran down on me, she's like, "Oh my God, Truth hurt," you know, and I'm like, you know, whatever. She want to take the picture, and after I take the picture, she like, "You ain't even asked for my number." I said I wouldn't. I'm fine though. You have a great day. And she like, "Oh, you sassy nigga, you must be gay." No, you just all thumbs down. Yeah. All thumbs.
Shit like that.
You know, that's interesting. You know, maybe I stopped listening. But I have seen that. Even on my panels, I have an all-woman show. Brittany B was popping. I have an all-woman show called The Ladies POV, and oftentimes, somehow, some way, that seeps its way into the conversation. Niggas is gay, et cetera, et cetera. Like, nah, people have preferences. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But we'll get into that, no question. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So far, we have 134 people in the building. Let me check the likes real quick. It's like the like button got shit on it. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, they don't like to hit the button. So let me check real quick. We doing all right. We got 81 likes, 137 people right here, right now. Okay, I'll take what I can get. You feel me?
I'll take it.
Yeah, man. That was popping. I'm feeling good, man. Latoya from Colorado. I ain't see you in 2 days, man. You know, I take attendance.
Hey, Toya. How you doing? I'm Truth Hurt. You know about me? Hey.
Eugene, Trees, what up, man? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's get it popping, man. Hey, Truth, I just want to say first and foremost, man, I'm happy that you blessed and obliged me to be here today, even with the postponements and all that. That's real nigga shit.
Shit like that.
Oh, man, shit like that.
You know?
Shit like that. Yes, sir, man. It's an honor to be here, man. I just respect what you do. Respect your craft, man. Let's get these people what they came for.
Indeed.
Straight like that.
But I want to make sure that we get the good business out the way. So how did you get started? And also, where can they find you, more importantly? Because I got the site. I just ordered 2 of the books. I want the people to know what I know. You know what I mean?
The books is crazy, first and foremost. So we're going to talk about that. I have 3 books out right now. The first one is called Complicationships. It is a must read. The second one is called They're Not That Into You, right? And the third one is called What the Fuck is a Trauma Bond? I know you hearing these titles like, dang, that's so different. I've never heard the word complicationship. I made it up and I coined the phrase. You ever kind of dealt with somebody that wasn't really your person, but you thought they was your person, but you wasn't comfortable enough to say they was your person? Never mind. It's complicated, right? But anyway, long story short, you can find me on Instagram at I am TruthHurts357. There is only one me. There's 440,000 followers on Instagram. You can also go follow me on TikTok right now at I am Truth Hurts. There's 188,000 followers there as well. You can also follow me on Facebook at I am Truth Hurts 357. There's 100,000 followers there as well. I have a podcast out as well on YouTube, which is Truth Hurts the podcast. If you're interested in the books, click the link in the bio, get your books. It is life-changing information. But once and again, if you're not ready for the truth, get far away from me, because I'm telling you, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. That's it.
Moderators, you know what I need? I need all the links you just named to be dropped in the chat right now, man. Moderators, go find the links, drop them in the chat. I got the book link pinned to the top. I need the Instagram in there.
Go get y'all books.
Find the podcast. Let's drop them all in here. You know what I mean? Andy, you should have lost them AirPods. You should have lost them AirPods. Truth, she says he had a feeling it's gonna be good. She lost her damn AirPods. They try to listen to
get ugly. This ready to get ugly. I'm one of the rawest things on social media, man.
Damn.
This ready to turn me down at work. I get you fired. Let's go.
So True, tell me from the jump, what was the video that popped everything off?
I was in Miami, right? Literally, I'm with my wife. I'm in Miami. I just put her to sleep. I just knocked the lace front off. So I'm going down to go get some ice water. I'm at the Fountain Blue, right? Yeah, knock the wig off, knock the glue off the lace front. So I'm a little parched. I go down to the bar, get a bottle of water, and at that moment, I had an epiphany. I'm like, you know what? When you got somebody really good in your life, don't take them for granted, because this nigga's literally waiting in the bushes to take your spot if they get the opportunity. And that was the post that I put up. I didn't even think nothing about it, bro. I had 300 followers. I posted it. So, you know, I don't know if you go viral often, right? But like, it went to 2,000 likes. I'm like, what the fuck? 3,000 likes? I'm like, hold up. I go to sleep. I ain't thinking nothing. I'm like, that's a little weird. I wake up in the morning, it's at 500,000 views. I'm like, what in the, then it's at 600,000, then 700, then it hit 1 million views, and then the following started pouring in. But I'm like, well, hold up. I think I might got something here. So I kept posting every single day, and I just was unfiltered, and I was raw, and I was gritty, and I'm unapologetic. And I don't care how people feel about it, because I don't get paid for emotions. I get paid for engagement.
Shit like that.
Damn.
And so that's how we did. I got famous by accident, man. The funny thing is, the people that knew me in real life know that I've been this way. The world is just late to finding out how lit I am. But let's get into it, man.
Shit like that.
Let me, cause I played a couple of the clips that we was doing the intro. You know what I mean? I've been sharing your page. I know people are familiar 100%. Let me share a picture with you, and I want to get your thought on what you think about this picture right here. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me see. Where is it? There you go. What's your sentiments on this?
A man is not supposed to cook, wash dishes, or wash his clothes if he got a woman. I can't help but give you that's bullshit. So this is what you have to. That's bullshit. If you like dirty niggas, just say that. If you like niggas that don't keep up on their hygiene, just say that. I am a man that was raised by my grandmother, right? So it was mandatory that I could cook, that I could clean. I still snap my string beans and put them in there with the turkey neck and all of that. Learning how to wash your clothes and cook and clean, because I've had my own places. Before a woman came into the picture, I was self-sufficient. And that's what's wrong with a lot of men. Right? If a woman was to leave their life right now, their clothes would never get washed again. The sink, like, that's trifling. I was entertaining women. Of course my kitchen is clean. Of course my clothes smell like Snuggle. If you a dirtball, just say that. And then we live in 2024. There's no such thing as gender-specific roles anymore. The highest paid hairstylists are men. We got women jumping out of tractor trailers with BBLs and still told there's no such thing as gender-specific no more. So that's bullshit. Respectfully.
She deserved this, True.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
Get her the fuck out of here with that crap. See what she's trying to do? She's trying to pander. She's pandering right now. She's trying to appease all these weak ass, dirty ass niggas that can't cook, that can't clean, and they lazy, and they're dependent on a woman. That's her target audience. And she probably got some niggas like, yeah, that's right. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Now, True, can you expound on the gender roles are done? Nothing's gender specific anymore. What you mean by that?
Nothing is gender specific anymore, because we live in a world where a man can become a woman, where a woman can become a man. We live in a world where you got to understand, right? A lot of things that people look at as gender specific things, they aren't even based to one specific gender. They're literally just a human thing. You get women, right? Well, let's go to women for a second, then we'll go to men. You'll literally get women that say, men think that I'm masculine. Men say that I'm too masculine because I have my own car, my own job, credit in my own house. That doesn't make you a man to have those things. That makes you an adult. If you don't have a car, what is that? No form of transportation. If you don't have a house, what does that make you? Homeless. If you don't have a job, what does that make you? Unemployed.
Bro.
Like, this is the shit that you're supposed to have. So any man that's intimidated because you have the things that adults should have is a fucking loser. Same thing for the men. Same thing for the men.
Before you go to the man, Truth, let me just ask and clarify. So when men are calling women masculine for doing the things that seemingly their adults do, what do you say about those men specifically?
Pussies. Women act like women around men. So whenever you hear a man say, yeah, she too masculine, this, that, and the third, if a woman is treating you like a homegirl or talking down to you, she doesn't view you as a man. Women act like women around men. Let me explain something to you. If you are an alpha male, then you know, like I know, women become damsels in distress around grown-ass men. They can't even help. Could you help me with that light bulb, please? They get stupid around grown men. It just is what it is. So if she's too woman for you, maybe you're not man enough for her. And maybe you need something more fragile. Maybe you're delicate, nigga. Tighten up.
Jesus Christ.
Shit like that.
Brother. Man. I seen that the other day, right? My wife talking about she was helping me, right? Because she was taking the garbage to the garbage can. Now, mind you, it's 4 feet outside the house, right? But she's just like, I help outside.
Right.
I said, babe, I thought you was helping with the garbage can, right? She's like, nah, babe, this one stink. I said, hold the fuck up. You picking and choosing which garbage you taking?
And you know what's funny that you say that? That's the best thing that you said about the picking and choosing. That's what's wrong with society. Now women and men want to pick and choose what things they want to be gender specific. You cannot pick and choose because I can't. I'm a black man in America. I don't get to turn being a nigga off when I feel like it. Well, you know what? I want to take the swag and the culture of being a black man, but I don't want to take the oppression by the police. It don't work like that. It don't work like I can't turn it off. Do you know? Never mind. I'm not even going to go there because I'll take it there. But anyway, go ahead, Brody. I'm here for it.
Well, you can take it there, but I want to stay just on this path just a little while longer. Man, so let me ask you a question, Truth. There's something that we argued back and forth and back, right? It was said that the man and woman about to have sex. It is her responsibility to make sure he puts a condom on his dick. If he don't put a condom on his dick, it's her fault because she's the one that bears the larger brunt of what happens when she gets pregnant.
Wow. Wow. First and foremost, right? That is the most craziest shit that I've ever heard in my life. You know, like I know, as being a man, do we like to wear condoms? Fuck no. But if we decide to pull out that condom, especially as a young man, maybe we think something up with that box anyway. It is an equal responsibility, just like when a kid comes out, it's supposed to be an equal responsibility, but never should it be up to her to protect you. What the fuck are you talking about? Why would it be up to her to protect you from having a kid, protect you from having an STD? This just comes from men who lack discipline. You have no dick discipline. You're so excited to roll the dice and you could be diving right into HIV. You a goofy, and she's a goofy for letting it go on.
Jesus Christ. So now interesting you said that. Dick discipline. Yes. We've had this conversation over and over where it simply said that it is unrealistic and unfair to expect dick discipline from men because that's our natural disposition in biology. So women need to close their legs if we're gonna fix this thing.
Wow, natural. So we're talking about natural, right? That's the word that you use, right? It's in our DNA to just want to be savages, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if that's the case, right, then why go get a job? Nobody's born to have a real job, but you go do the things that you do to provide for your family. Why get a car? You're not born into a car. You're born to use your feet. That's the natural form of transportation. People be in everything but a casket, and they always looking for a way to deviate from what they actually should be doing. Why be morbidly obese? You go to the gym, right? Because you discipline yourself. People are willing to do the things that mean the most to them. That's trash. Women should close their legs. Nigga, have some discipline. Grow the fuck up, respectfully.
Man, interesting. Now, With that being said, the other sentiment is that women control access to sex, though.
That's real to a certain extent. To a certain extent, but that's real for the most part. Women choose. What you have to understand about women, they run across all types of men. So your energy could be different from every man that they dealt with, but we all using the same recycled lines. It's just all about if she want to give you access or not. That's about it. We all say the same. Ain't nobody reinventing the wheel. We all got the same little one-liner, two-liners, but it's all about the delivery. It's all about the approach and the energy. If your energy right, she gonna break the rules for you. If your energy wrong, she gonna make some rules for you. It just is what it is. But no, they are the gatekeepers to that box. You better know that. Now, once I get the pussy and I drop this A1 ding dong on you, now it belongs to me because now the ball's in my court. But the initial process before she get to figure out what I'm laying down, yeah, they run that because we want that.
Okay. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me ask you a question. Yes, what do you think about women and their standards? Just kind of based on what you said, because they're going for the man that they want, right? Depending on, and like you said, niggas ain't saying nothing different, nothing too crazy. You approach a woman, we saying the same 20 lines, right? So do you think women have standards, or they only have standards when it comes to the men they don't want?
Wow. I like how you worded that. I thought you was gonna go another way with that, and you banged it. Okay. This is what I'll tell you. What you said was 10,000% accurate, right? I can't even refute that in any way. I always, like I said, remember I just said, women have two categories that they put men in. They have men that they make rules for, and they have men that they break rules for, right? And what I mean by that is if she does not like you, she is going to put so many obstacles and fences and gates and security systems in your way to have access to her. But if she likes you, her morals, her values, her standards don't exist. And if you don't believe me, every woman has a celebrity crush or somebody. They got a man right now that they will give the pussy up to with no effort. Every woman has a man that they will give that pussy up to with no effort. He can say the wrong shit. He could have on the wrong clothes. He could have a small penis. But if she like him, there's no holds bars. Maybe it's a Chris Brown. Maybe it's an Idris Elba. Maybe it's a Denzel Washington. Do you think that Denzel got to take her to a 5-star restaurant? Fuck no. She gonna suck his dick in the parking lot just off of the fact that she wants to do it. So they got men that they make rules for, men that they break rules for, respectfully. And I only know because I'm one of them guys that they break the rules for. I'm like, I could never imagine, right? And I don't mean to get off topic because this is just show, right? But I would like to speak to a second, right? I talk about it in my book. What the fuck is a 90-day rule? And when I hear women come onto these platforms talking about, because I'm making a man wait 90 days, the first thing that any man that's really out here conquering women will tell you, baby, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Sex is a part of dating. And when I say that sex is a part of dating, no, I do not mean that you're supposed to sleep with everybody that you're dating. But if you ever in your mind thought that a man was taking you out because he's trying to get into the inner beauty of you, you're fucking fooling yourself. He wants to get into something inner, and it damn sure ain't your heart or your mind. He wants to get in that box. So if you're telling me, a man that is highly sought after, that you're going to make me wait 90 days for some used up pussy, because that's what it is, it's used. Wow. Right? And so there's going to be a lot of women that get upset when I say used, right? And I'm not saying that things that have been used have a lower value, but things that have been overly used definitely have a low value. But and then when I say used, just hear me out for a second. If we go into Walmart right now and we go get a toothpaste and we use a pea-sized amount, because that is the allotted amount for toothpaste, what is that toothpaste now?
Used.
And you cannot take it back for the same price, can you? And you can't put it back like it's brand new, can you? Because it's been used. So how, like I said, especially for the women with a lot of sexual partners, how can your standards actively increase, but your value is actively decreasing? What are you talking about? Wait 90 days? You've never made a man wait for it, but you're hurt. And so you're self-sabotaging and you're doing what I talk about in my book, which is chapter 5. It's called weaponizing your vagina. You are turning your pussy into a weapon. You are using your pussy, right, as a way to get a desired result. But what you have to understand about a man is this. Rather, it takes me 1 day, 2 days, 500 days. If all I view you as a piece of pussy, I'm going to wait how long I have to get it, and I'm still going to treat you like trash after I get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not ready for that, though. They're not ready.
You know, we were talking about that the other day. You know, they say a man will work for it. I'm saying he may, but he has other options, right?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
he don't mind relegating you to Thursday because he was Linda, Felicia, Linda, Dawn, LaShawn,
You know what's funny,
on the other
bro?
day.
I'll give you a prime example. It was I used to be fat, right? I was like 400 pounds. I was a little fat, chubby dude in high school. I was getting a couple dollars. So, you know, I had my little way with women, but there's some women that don't like fat men, and that's okay. But I went to prison, and I came home with a six-pack and a big chest and a beard now. And now they wanted my attention. And I'm not going to lie. I didn't have sex. I literally tried to go back and have sex with anybody that turned me down in high school. I was on a revenge tour. And no intentions. I didn't want to wife. I didn't even look at them as a person. It was literally just a pleasure thing and just another notch under my belt. So that's why I always try to teach women. However, if a man views you as a wife, you're going to get wife treatment. If a man views you as a girlfriend, you're going to get girlfriend treatment. If I view you as scum, you getting scum treatment. And it does not matter how much self-work you did. It does not matter how good you look, because you're only a catch depending on who the fisherman is, respectfully. If you're a lobster tail and I'm fishing for shrimp, I'll find you and be like, oh, that's cool, but I'm going to use you and throw you back in the water because that's not what I'm in the market for. Never mind. Oh, you thought I was going to come on here and play with these people. Go get my book right now, Complication Ship. Let's get to it.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Interestingly, right? When you're going to get the treatment based on what he wants from you, I would assume it's also based on what you represent, or what you present, right? He going to get a vibration, or what you think?
So this is all right. So I talk about a lot of women. So let's get into the 90-day rule for a second, right? What you have to understand, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, no matter how you present yourself. Damn. It just is what it is. I'm a man. Like, I'm just going to be honest. Like, if I meet you, I know that, and this is another thing. I know the difference between a woman that sleeps with every man that she meets on the first night versus her just really liking my energy and vibing with me. I'm gonna be honest. I think I would like to say that I'm a good catch, and it's normal for you to give me the sex on the first night. And when I say the first night, I do not mean the very first interaction. What I mean is we've probably been talking on the phone for a week or two. We go out on a date. I smell like $1,000 cologne. My smile on 10 trillion. You feeling the energy. I'm feeling the energy. We probably gonna end up bumping uglies, and that's a normal thing. And I'm not gonna judge you. I could probably even wife you or marry you because I would think something is wrong with you for not giving it to me on the first night. I'm gonna keep it 100. So, but never mind. You're not ready. You're not ready, man. Hey, listen, man. But remember, we talked about this. I got a winner's mindset. So I know that it's nothing wrong with two adults being sexually attracted to each other and acting on it, because it makes it no lesser. If I know that, first of all, I'm not your normal nigga. So for you to give it to me on the first night, if you don't, I feel like you missed your blessing. I might not ever call you again. Now I'm not, and this is another thing. I might wait a week or two, but it's too much coochie. It's too many women. It's 15 to 1 in the world. Why would I sit around for what? Are you serious? Because you hurt, because you scarred, because your last relationship left you bitter, and you think that sex is the reason why your relationship didn't work? I've never met a man in my 35 years of living that has said, yo, you know what? I really liked her. I really wanted to marry her. The only issue is she slept with me too fast. Man, ain't no niggas complaining about sex. They not.
So, damn, true. So you know, they say, right, that it's how do I say it? So, like, for instance, if you sleep with her on the first night, you know, niggas just make an excuse for her by saying it was just because it was me. But the truth is, it's not just because it was you. That's her conduct. But you don't believe that, just to be clear.
No. Everybody picks and chooses. And unless you've like really been around women for a long time, you'll understand that. Let me explain to you the mindset of most women, not all. Most women, and I'm gonna break. And you probably know you're not a bad-looking guy yourself. Like growing up, right? I remember whores and smuts and things of that nature, right? This is the funny part. A woman will give a nigga some pussy immediately that she don't really respect or see a future with. She'll actually act different with a nigga that she actually likes. Hear me out for a second. If she feel like she giving you some pity pussy or she really don't care how you view her, she gonna give it straight up, don't even care, might let you gang bang her and all that. But let it be a joker, right? Let it be a nigga that she like, you know what, I like him. I like him. I can see kids. I can see a future. She's going to put on the good girl role. She's going to lie on the application. I talk about this in my book. A lot of people lie on the application in order to get a job that they're not qualified for. Because who wouldn't lie to get what they wanted? If you were at a job right now and you know damn right your resume was trash, but you like, yo, if I could just adjust one thing, I could go from $50,000 to $200,000 a year. Would you do it?
Yes, sir.
So that's the same way that we portray and pretend to be with the people that we like, really want them to be, knowing that we ain't got no right. Knowing we a janitor, but we want to take the neurologist position. You did wrong, nigga.
Damn. God. Damn. Does body count matter, Truth?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me say it again. Yes, sir. Body counts matter. And this is the funny thing, right? You're going to get a lot of women that say, that's childish. That's childish. Well, if body counts is childish, then so is a man having to provide for you. That's childish. See, what you have to understand is this, right? Mm-hmm. You get a lot of women that say stupid shit like, if a man asking you your body count, blah, 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 blah. Let me explain something to you. If you have a proper conduct, fears no exposure. Let me repeat this. Proper conduct fears no exposure, right? And so let me elaborate. I used to smoke cigarettes as a kid. And I used to always go to the gas station, right? And I didn't have an ID because I wasn't 18. I wasn't old enough. So I would always sneak and hide and try to find ways to get away from it. And I remember the first day I turned 18, I went and got my ID, right? And I got the motherfucker tucked in my hand because I go to Wawa where they always ask for ID because I was so excited because I got the proper credentials now. So I'm walking. I said, yeah, let me get a pack of Newport Pop. And they didn't ask me. And I was so heartbroken because I was proud to finally be able to say, yo. And it's the same thing with women with a respectable body count. Any man that has ever been around a woman with a respectable body count, they scream it from the mountaintops. The only women that are afraid to discuss their sexual history are women who are ashamed of it. Tell me you never met a woman that said, because only 2 niggas been in this ain't your regular. They can't wait to tell you. God. Any woman that's hiding it and disclosing it, it's because she's ashamed of it. You've been generous with that pussy, but you think you're supposed to get the same respect as a woman that's been exclusive. And that's the difference between a high value man and a high value woman. Money does not make a woman high value. A job position, a car does not make a woman high value. What makes a woman high value is her exclusivity. It's no greater badge of honor than walking in a room with a woman that nobody can say they touched. Other than that, you just a bougie bum. You a dressed up garbage can. Everybody seen your pussy. Everybody had you. Ew. I'll fuck you. I won't marry you.
Jesus Christ. So, does it matter for men?
No, fuck no. It's not the same. Now listen, let me say this. Because they're gonna grind me up for this. Should you have some type of dick discipline? Why, certainly. Those joints is mine. Should you have some type of dick discipline? Absolutely. But you have to let me break this down to you, right? The difference between a pussy and a coochie.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question, man to man. Yes. A mouth. Your mouth is like somewhere sacred, right? Would you just let anybody stick their dirty hand inside of your mouth to see if something was wrong in there?
Pause. Nah.
That's cool. That's cool, right? So let's just say that the vagina is the mouth and the man is the finger, right? I would rather be the finger sticking my hand in somebody's mouth. Like, yo, you got something in your tooth. I would kind of be more adventurous with the finger versus you ever putting a motherfucking finger in my mouth. You tripping. And women are taught from the tender age of whatever that is a prized possession. And then you get the women that try to do the cap and shit. Oh, nobody never taught me. Well, I started fucking at middle school, right? And when a girl was a smut in middle school, you were ridiculed by your peers. You've always known that being a whore was frowned upon. If you weren't taught it as an adolescent, once you got to about middle of high school, you know, oh, that's fast ass Felicia. That's quick ass whatever. So stop it. You was loose with that pussy and you want to make it a double standard, but double standards really exist. And if people say that they don't exist, I'm gonna leave you with this and I'm gonna be quiet. A woman can literally, listen to me, a woman can literally go through middle school, high school, her college years, right? Eating pussy and indulging in all types of bisexual and lesbian behavior, get to 30 and marry a man, have a baby, and live happily ever after. Even tell her husband, you know what? Through my 14 to 20, 30 years, I used to eat pussy all the time. Me and such used to get crazy. And the husband be like, oh, man, that ain't about shit. Let a black man in America look at his wife and say, yo, you know what's crazy? Back when I was 20, I used to be giving head to Tyrone all the time. He's canceled.
Nah.
He'll never be forgiven because it's a double standard.
Miss Reynolds, yeah. 100%.
Come on, man. Wow. Come on, man.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Yeah, truth. I've told them before. I was at we had that conversation here. They're like, well, why does body count not matter for men as much, right? If you just, you know what I mean? I said, well, simply put, there's a difference between giving dick and taking dick. Period.
Like that.
Damn. Now, true.
Yes.
You know, I think body count matters too, right? For women. Now, what if they push back on us and say, but you was out here smashing all the chicks, giving them bodies that
You're not. It's simple answer. You're not a man.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a man. Like, you don't get the perks of being a man, just like I don't get the perks of being a woman. You're not a man.
Would that make us hypocritical? Because we was putting bodies on women that we had no intentions for.
No, it does not make us hypocritical because you're not a man. Well, all right, let's break it down. Right? Because we'll talk about the expectations of a man versus a woman because they absolutely exist. If I meet a beautiful woman right now at the bar, she's ordering drinks. What is it expected for me to do?
Pay.
Because that's the norm, right? If I'm entertaining a woman right now, when I say, hey, let's go get a hotel, when we get to that hotel, what is it expected of me to do?
Pay.
If I'm out with a pretty woman right now, when a joker walk by and grab a titty, what is it expected for me to do?
Fight.
Because there are roles for women and there are roles for men. You are not a man, so you cannot compare, and you can't compare your private parts to a man. So it's not my fault that you happen to let 50 dudes run through you. You were supposed to know better. And there's somebody that will love you, but the guy that you probably want probably won't.
Now, how do you reconcile? Because I 100%, I understand exactly what it was. That's why I was able to easily answer. Now, how do you reconcile this last, 20 seconds with the no gender roles that we discussed earlier? So how do you reconcile the two?
So when I said gender role specific things, I was talking about jobs. I was talking about certain behaviors. Me personally, I don't believe in double standards, but I just know that they exist. I think that what's good for the goose has to be good for the gander. See, I'm not really one to go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Me personally, I don't call women whores and things of that nature. And the reason why I don't is because if I'm okay with calling somebody else's daughter a whore, then I would have to be okay with calling maybe my mom a whore, maybe my grandmother, or we got moms that's whores, but nobody wants to call their mom a whore. So I'm not a person that gives out selective judgment. But what I will say are some things aren't for me. Would I be with a woman with 1,000 bodies? I say that everything is circumstantial. If I met her and I fell in love with her and then she reveals 1,000 bodies, it might be something I can look past. But if you're doing what we're supposed to be doing, being 100% transparent, and you tell me on the first date you had 1,000 dicks in you, hit the roll jack and don't you come back. But it's circumstantial.
Man. On that point, I'm just asking. This is a little segment I do from time to time. I'm just asking. It's a hypothetical.
Okay.
You got a chick. You've been rocking with her for 2 years. Your man just came home from doing 3 years. You pick him up. That's how much. That's your man's. You feel me? You pick him up from the door. You say, "Yo, we about to go get a drink and all that. I gotta go see Shorty real quick to give her something, right?" So you pull up in the parking lot to meet her. You go give her the thing. You go back, get in the car with him. He like, "Yo, son, remember when I used to go to Delaware and I told you about this chick that used to give me that Gawk 3000? That's her. Now this your man. You staying with her?
It depends. Circumstances, bro. Like, it depends where me and her are. If me and her been locked in,
you kissing on, you definitely kissing on the lips. Put it like that.
If I'm kissing on the lips, we locked in. I ain't kissing nothing random on the lips. If I kiss her in, that's my chick. Straight like that. I kiss your lip because I'm gonna be honest. Ain't too many motherfuckers kissing these lips. I kiss your lips. You. That's mine.
That's what I'm saying.
So with that being said, I'm gonna keep it 100. It was before me, and as much as I would hate it and be disgusted by it, I'm also man enough not to let that discourage me. That was before me. It just was, and I love you now. Like, love is not something that you turn off and on. Real feelings is not something that you can just turn off based on something that you hear. Let me tell you about. We talk about emotions over intellect, right? You got children, correct?
Yes, sir.
And if we talk about logic for a second, if one of your children were on a train track, would it be logical for you to jump in front of that train to get your baby? Fuck no.
No, it would be.
Fuck no. To jump in front of a train?
I would do, but I would try.
Let me finish. So listen.
Okay, my bad.
Your logic would tell you it is. Why would I ever run in front of a train? But your emotion will carry you in front of that train to go get your fucking baby. Mm-hmm. Your emotions going to say, "I'm getting my baby." If your son fell into a pool in Florida with alligators, it's not logical for you to jump in that motherfucker. But I got to go I'm Crocodile Dundee today. Yeah, and so for anybody to sit here and be like, I am, and we're not talking about loving somebody. We're talking about being in love, because there's a difference. If I'm in love with a woman, I can't just turn that up. Do you know what being in love is? Can't eat, can't sleep without them, can't drink, can't function without this person. It don't just work like that. It'd be something that I would have to take on the chin. But a lot of men aren't secure enough.
Yeah. Damn. I think he got a phone call. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Man, I gotta follow up. I would certainly throw all logic out the window when it comes to saving my kids 100%. And love, truth. Can you hear me? You got a phone call, right? I can't hear you, Truth. There you go. Get the likes up, get the likes up. I apologize. I'm not looking at the chat. Let me read the super chats until he comes back, man. Get the likes up, please. Salute. Missy was popping. Missy with the 50 ball. I'll play the jingle when he come back. Azrael was popping with the $5. Says, isn't he the jailbird that would do phone sex with chicks who care? I gotta wait for him to come back to respond. Mr. Fantastic with the $5 says, if there are no, okay, so these are questions more so. I'll wait to the end. We'll wait to the end for the questions, True. Can you hear me?
I can't see the questions. I'm mad. I wish I could see them.
You can see him. I'm gonna put him up just like this. Like, remember how I was putting them up like this?
Yeah, okay. Yep. Cool.
We'll wait to the end and then I'll drop the link. 100%. Yeah. Do you agree with the sentiment that love is very closely related to insanity? Like, it's almost synonymous?
You know what? That's a great question, Brody. That's you good at what you do, man. That's a heavy question.
Yeah. Because like you said, it's illogical to jump in front of a train, but for your child, you would throw all logic out the window to do so. And if you were just standing there not knowing that's my kid, you would be like, that nigga's crazy. You know, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. Insanity, no, only because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say insanity, but love is literally addictive. It is the strongest drug in the world. Do you know how many people try crack cocaine and they've seen people around them with their teeth gone and said they wouldn't sell their kids and you know, this, that, and the third. So I would definitely say it could definitely play with your brain a little bit, but insanity, no. Yeah. But it's damn near neck and neck. It's close.
It's close as a motherfucker.
You get the right motherfucker. It'll bring some. How about this? It'll bring some crazy shit out of you. I know
that's a fact, though. That's a fact, though. And so, Truth, when you said if you fucking with her or if you see your man came home and all that, you would just have to deal with it, you know. And I know you ain't saying that it wouldn't be tough, but
fucking right.
Yeah, but it is what it ought. Okay, I understand that.
Because that's fake. That's fake as shit. That's like me and you, realistically. In any relationship. That's like me and you having a sturdy relationship, right? We've been dealing with we best friends. We've been kicking it 5 years. We fish together, box together, work out together, whatever, right? And say if I don't know, my homie come home, I'm like, oh, that's the nigga. That nigga knocked me out back in 05. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Like I fuck with bull. Like whatever y'all
Yeah.
going through is what y'all going through, and that's the issue with a lot of men, right?
Yeah.
A man is, in my definition of a man, is somebody that's able to make not unfavorable choices.
Yeah.
I am not going with what people think that I should do. I am able to meet people, make a conscious assessment of them, and whatever they did before me or whatever they did to the people before me has nothing to do with me. I can only base our relationship off of what you've been and how you've been with me.
Damn.
And
Okay.
that's it. That's all. I'm not fake. Like, that's corny as shit. Yo, stop hanging with that man, bro. If he knocks you, go get knocked out again, then, nigga. That's on you. It got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, you fight him again, nigga.
And please,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I'm a little different. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So, Truth. Remember, we was talking in the back. You know, the brothers cussed me out. They told me, Hamp, shut the fuck up, Hamp. I said, God damn. They said, Hamp, shut up, nigga. You play football. You in a fraternity. You DJ, whatever. They told me that the average body count for men in 35 is 8.
Huh?
Yeah, but it's because of the fact that women just simply see 80% of men as unattractive. But I'm thinking, is it the men for the reason why they don't got the bodies, or women's standards because of social media and things of that nature that high?
Where did these women is giving this pussy away?
I'm just telling you, they told me to shut up. When they told me to shut up, Truth, I love my brother. I shut up.
8? Pussy.
They told me 40. They told me 40 bodies was a lot.
That's low. 40 bodies was done in the teens to the 20s. I don't even, because I'm married, so I don't even want to consider it. But yeah, 8? Like, be for real. Be for real. First of all, 90% of these women don't have under 20 bodies. If you want to keep it all the way 100, they gonna lie. Cause look, all right, this is how we do the math, right? Let's just say I'm an 80s baby like you. Let's just say she started having sex at 13, which might sound crazy at this big age, but was normal back then because that's middle school. Would you say that 3 partners a year is a high number? Yes or no?
No, when we actually had the conversation, just to give you full context, I've settled on the number 2, like even 2 a year.
Right. Okay, so let's say, let's do 3 because I'm a little better with 3, right?
All right, cool.
So
yes, sir.
3 partners a year for 20 years is 60 partners. 3 partners a year for 20 years, so that's 13 to 33 is 60 partners. Right, and this is us just saying, you know, she get a boyfriend quarterly or whatever the case may be. But when we really they had a whole summer. They had them years where they was just stupid and just letting, because men are crafty. You got the one that acted like he was what you wanted. You got the older dude because he had the nice car, but he tricked you. You had the rapper, you had the gangster, you had the nigga that was in touch with his feminine side. You got the one that played gay to get close to you. I mean, we could go on. They be having, but you got the celebrity that came in town that one night and he hit you and your girlfriend. I mean, we can go on. Come on, man.
Wow.
Yo, real shit. When we did the math, in that same conversation, we was saying, yo, she started having sex at 16, right? So we was being more generous, 2 bodies a year. Even still, 16, and she 32 now. Right, 2 bodies a year. That's still 30 bodies.
Well,
you know what I'm saying.
So this is the thing you got to understand, though. Women don't count their sexual partners the way that we do.
What you mean?
What do I mean? Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
If the dick is small, he don't count. If she didn't come, he don't count. They say if he had a condom on, it don't count. They said that if the nigga died, it don't count. If he in jail, it don't count. If it just happened on a first night and never talked to him again, those bodies don't get counted. Oh, you didn't know? It's a different calculator when it comes to calculating their bodies.
What?
If he was broke and they're ashamed of him, he don't count. If he's ugly and they don't want nobody to know, these dicks don't count. They only want receipts from the dicks that they think are qualified. Oh yeah, you didn't know that calculator is different.
That's a crazy calculator, Truth.
You didn't know that?
I had a notion, but I wasn't as versed in it as you were. So you just edified me.
Yes,
ladies.
yes. Those don't count. Those never happened. See,
I
we're
don't.
actually honest because we're taught to be proud of our sexuality. We're taught to throw this dick like a frisbee. But because they know that that they shouldn't be doing what they're doing, that's why their calculator is adjusted differently. They count their bodies a whole different way. So they could be 70,000 bodies in, but they really only had 3 because those are the 3 guys they actually are proud of giving it to.
Good God Almighty!
Wow.
I need this clip too. I need this clip. That was viral. I need this clip. Please make sure.
Yeah, 100%. Good gracious, man! I did not know. Say I don't look in the chat when I'm doing the interviews. Ladies, put a 1 in the chat if truth is right on that point.
Come on, man.
Man.
You think they're gonna expose themselves like that? They know. I know. They know. They listen. They know. I know. Just like 90% of women in America are with the man that they settle for. They're not with the man that they want. Now let's get into that. Let's get into that. She took the safe option because she can't get a nigga like Truth Hurts to settle there. The nigga that's knocking the stuffing out that pussy, the nigga that really got her shit pulsating while she driving down the street, she can't lock him down. So she went for the Chauncey. She went for the Sebastian that she knows is going to be a father. He's going to actually be around. Yeah, come on, man. They choosing stability over happiness. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a smart thing. But that nigga because guess what? The niggas like me can still have access to your wife if you're not that guy to her. Her body's yours, but her soul is mine.
God. Oh, slow down, Truth.
My fault.
Oh my God. So
she not even your girl won't even be freaky with you because you can't handle it. See, you getting that mediocre sex. When she get with me, I let her be liberated. I make her feel comfortable. So you can't choke her, you can't spit in the mouth, you can't put your foot on the back of her neck, or none of that. She in there giving you that missionary warrior shit. But with me, she jumping off the turnbuckle because I'm a safe space.
Holy.
Oh, she told you she don't give head? I can't keep she didn't put my whole thigh in her mouth. She told you she don't like it from the back? That's her favorite position with her hair gripped in me telling her shut the F up. We talked about make rules and break rules. Which one are you? Are you them or are you him?
Holy shit.
Man, I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Man, this is crazy, man. Hold on, Truth. I'm stressed out, man.
Why?
I want to look in the chat so bad. That's why. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not looking at that chat, man. Oh my goodness! Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. I when I was younger.
Okay.
Now that you paint that picture and I reflect back to when I was in my 20s, earlier 20s, there were at least 3 women that I had access to that had boyfriends, but I had access to them before they had these boyfriends, and they would leave his place or whatever the case was if I came home from school just for the physical reason. They didn't want to be with me, but it was specifically for the physical reason.
Stability.
You know,
they had stability with him, but they had a great time with you.
That's crazy.
That's the difference.
Man. And now, in hindsight, was like you said, they love him, they like him, but the satisfaction.
The body. This is how the body works. Let's get into an anatomy for a second. The body is going to get what it wants. You can wean it off. You can fight it. You can lie to yourself. I don't like cookies, but you ever like not eat something that you really like, and then out of nowhere, 2:00 in the morning, you wake up and you run downstairs and you just ramage into you. I got to have it. That's the same way it is for these people that are lacking fulfillment and satisfaction. You can fight it as long as you want, but we know that you want it. We know. It's like when you see a junkie, you ever see them old movies, they be like, I knew you'd be back. That's how we feel. I got dope dick. I know you'll be back. It might not be today. It might not be a month from now. It might not even be a year. You might be a good girl for a year. But eventually you'll get tired of that pity pussy that you're giving them. He ain't made you come in years, and you might just get a flashback. You might just be riding and hear a certain song and remember when I was knocking your lace front off, and you like, man, fuck that. I got to say something. And she's not even going to be, hey, and the hey leading to me bending over the balcony, knocking the stuffing out of. And this is the crazy part. I tell you, you're not even really the guy that you think you are if you've never ever sent somebody else partner home. You know how many relationships I saved as a young man? Hey, man, that boy love you, man. Go ahead and take your ass home, man. Stop doing him like that. That boy love you, man. Now go ahead and eat this up. Now go ahead home, because he love you. And I ain't paying your bills. I don't want you. I just want to bust you. So, man, go ahead home, man, please. You know how many men are going through that right now when they don't know it, bro? You know how many men right now are watching this and they don't believe it's happening to them? Somebody is sending your woman home. They are begging her to go back home. She don't even want to go. He's saving the relationship that you think you have, man. Please go ahead back. I know. Look, I know we get on your nerve. I know the sex right, but the boy love you. Please.
Damn.
Wow.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now. I gotta, where's my bottle? Where that
Do you know how I know all of this?
How you know all this truth?
Because I'm not a life coach. I'm a life expert. And this is why I counsel over tens of thousands of men and women. And the reason why I said that I'm not a life coach, I'm a life expert. I believe that a coach can coach the game, but just because you can coach the game does not mean that you were good at actually playing it. There are coaches out here that have never picked up a basketball, picked up a football. There are boxing trainers that have never stepped in a ring a day in their life, but they have the fundamentals. But the fundamentals mentally are not enough for me. I would rather have somebody that actually has been punched in the face, that has been punched in the stomach. I want to know that I'm an expert because I've lived it. I've been that guy. I've been the hopeless romantic. I've been the one to get cheated on, lied to. I've been him, but I've also been on the other side of it. And I wouldn't trade the other side for the world.
That's a fact.
Shit like that.
Damn. Hey, truth. Your camera is a little blurry. It could have just been when you reconnected. It depends on the quality of which the internet was when you reconnected.
Let me see. So
your sound is fine and everything. I just want to make sure your video quality goes back to kind of where it was. You may just have to drop out and come back in one more time.
Hold up. Did I clear up?
Yeah.
I'm clear? All right.
Yep.
Let's get it. We here.
Yeah. So hopefully, the correct is everything, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. And the thing is, right, when I hear you talking about it, I don't hear you bragging about it. I hear you saying this is what it was, right? And we had poor conduct, right? Would you agree that, you know, having sex with other men's girls, is that poor conduct?
I feel like that's a trick question.
What you think?
All right, I'm gonna be honest, right? By society standards, yes, but by like real life in real time, I'm not in a relationship. It is not my obligation to be loyal to your man. I'm doing single people stuff. So if your girl wants to come do single people stuff for a night, then I take it as she's single for the night. It is not my obligation to be loyal to a nigga that I'm not with. I'm not with your man. You are. That is your job. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah, no, yeah, because you know when I was young, right? Because like in the situations, like I was already messing with them. You go to school, you come back home, you know, for the summer or the winter or whatever, and now they in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
But all you do is send a text, yo, what's popping? Where you at, etc. Oh, what? You know what I mean? And then you might understand their business, but to your point, I ain't really in you just texting them like, boom, what you doing? Yeah.
He got your body, he got your heart and your attention. I just want the box for the night. And if you're willing to give me your box, I'm gonna jump in it. Thank you.
Yeah. Cause with a man, is it realistic for a man to be like, oh, you got a boyfriend now? Don't come over.
Look at my face.
Wow.
That deserved this?
Get him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on,
man. Be for real. Like, especially if he's single, especially if the sex is, we don't give a fuck about you. Nobody care about your man but you.
Damn.
Nobody cares about your man but you. And guess what? It's some women out here that play like this. Listen, I'm happily married. I've literally had women say, well, she can come too. They're not trying to take no. You can bring the wife too. I need it. I want it. I got to have it.
Yeah. God damn. He said it. Damn. So truth.
Yes, sir.
I saw you. My algorithm. I have a lot of brothers from that area. You know, just that mid Atlantic East Coast
Okay.
area in my algorithm, right?
Yes,
So I
sir.
think I saw you, but I also saw you on Kevin Gates shit.
Okay, I was on Kevin Gates.
I ain't done on Suki Hana shit, on Coil Ray shit.
Yeah, this is real.
And you said something about threesome, and she could have another. What the fuck was you talking about, Drew?
I was okay. So we gonna get into this, right? So I was talking about threesomes.
Hold on, let me hit this button before you start.
So I was talking about threesomes, and I was basically talking about equality in the bedroom, right? So what happens is you got a lot of men, right, that kind of force their women into being bisexual in order to prove how much they love them, or let's spice the relationship up, right? And so me personally, I'm not into threesomes because I'm a very down the middle person. And I feel like if I was able to invite a woman to the bedroom, then it should be okay for my wife to invite a man. But because I would never let her invite a man, I would never bring on a table to invite a woman because, like I said, I'm big on equality. So it was a lot of men, right, that said that, oh, it's not a threesome with two men and a woman. That's a train. A threesome is a threesome. A threesome is three people, three parties involved. A threesome could be a threesome with three women. A threesome could be a threesome, as much as I hate to say this out my mouth, with three men. So what happens is we get to that double standard thing again. We get to that double standard thing again. We get to that gender thing where you do as I say and not as I do. And I feel like for all of the guys out there that keep trying to push threesomes on their wife, I just wanted them to wake up for a second. Like, how would I feel if she told me she wanted two Tarzan built niggas swinging from the chandelier? How would you stomach that? How would you stomach that? Nigga walking, pile driving your wife in front of, how would you feel about that? So think about the psychological shit that you actually putting your partner through. But if you cool with it, you got to be cool with it all the way around. That's all I was saying.
Damn. So, but like you said, right? And I agree. When you go back to the women, let's say because you know women be kissing each other, they sleep in the same bed, growing up and shit like that. It's socially acceptable for women to experience experiment in that way.
Why? Who normalized that? That's something that has been normalized over time. Women weren't just proud lesbians in the 70s. Just like men weren't just flamboyantly, openly what they are now. These are things that get normalized because we get conditioned to accept them over time.
100%. No, I understand. And I think that a lot of things need recalibration 100%.
But I will say we are way more lenient on women who are, I don't believe in bi. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that, like, I feel like once you lick a coochie, you are what you are. And I feel like you better know once you place a penis anywhere near you, ain't no coming back for you. So with that being said, that's something, like I said, we are more lenient on it when it comes to women, because as a man, it's sexy to see two women go at it. It just is, you know, it's intimate. They make it sexy because they more sensual, they more fragile. I think that, I don't even want to, never mind. But yeah, anyway, I think seeing two men is just like, that's the whole order.
That's the illest shit. That's
And I'm not homophobic. Let me say this, because I'll get canceled. I'm not homophobic. I respect the LGBTQ community and all of that. But I am a heterosexual male. I am happily married to a woman. But if you want to eat a dick for breakfast, have at it. I'm not mad at you. I'm not judging you. Do your thing, like straight like that. I just had to get that out there.
Okay. No, 100%. Yeah, no. So
no Diddy.
So yeah, no Diddy. Let me tell y'all something. If you being gay, stop it, nigga. Right? That's my sentiment. But true about, you know, just looking at it though, right? Like you said, should these societal constructs be reassessed? 100%. But what we're currently in now, women are allowed to do that, and we accept it. You know, seemingly. And they accept it from themselves. It's not accepted by heterosexuals, especially in our community, generally speaking. Like, women ain't messing with a man. At least they say they ain't messing with a man that had gay experiences, right? And we frown upon it also. So if we bring that back to what's good for the goose, good for the gander, but this is not. We don't look at it the same way. Like for instance, we call it a train because niggas ain't touching each other if we running the train. Like that's not. But women they don't mind touching each other and shit like that.
Listen, man. But it's still the act. So all right, boom. I'm gonna get personal for a second.
Okay.
I had a chick that I dealt with when I was a young man that I liked her a lot.
Okay.
And one day, when you're young, you're inquisitive, and sometimes we ask questions that we really don't want to know the answer to. So one day, I'm like, you real good in bed. Like, you ever slept with two men at the same time? And I liked her like that. And she was like, yeah. I threw up. I put the phone down. I went, oh my God. I'm talking about literally physically sick. And when I came back, I'm like, what would make you do that? How could you dare do that? Let two people just slaughter. As it makes, we see it, we visual. So we just think of two Donkey Kong dick niggas in there just knocking the fucking guts out of you. I'm just keeping it. Am I lying? Did I tell one lie? No. And so with that being said, she broke it down to me. She was like, before you become overly judgmental, she said, you've had threesomes? I said, absolutely. She said, so why can't I have that fantasy of two very attractive men, having their way with me? Why is it not the same thing? Why is it not? And you got some niggas as much as I hate to admit, some niggas is freaked out. Some of these dudes is in there sucking on titties while the other dude humping her. Some of these dudes is eating coochie while the other dude stuffing pipe down her throat. Like, some of these dudes is making it an intimate experience. I know that every train I ever had, it was a straight pound and route. Like, I'm bah, 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 bah. All right, Brody. I'm like, it was literally good. Some of these dudes is highly freaky, and they in there really making it an experience. And if a woman mindset is in a certain place, she might really be like, yo, we just really had a good time in this room. And she's not going to feel dirty about it because she wanted to do it.
Jesus Christ. Woo. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit the like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Truth, I'm going to read the super chats. I'm going to drop the link. I think that people want to talk to you. I'm about to peek my head in the chat. One thing that really stuck out to me, though, when watching one of the mini videos, make sure y'all go check them out on Instagram. Make sure the moderators please drop all the links in the chat if you don't mind. Also click the link that's pinned to the top of the description to go get one of the ebooks for sure. I recommend starting from the front of the series, right?
Yes,
but the one thing that stood out, man, because we do have a lot of argument, when as women grow, especially in our community in terms of their careers and their education, it seems like we're getting further apart in our relationships, But one of your videos was simply saying he's not afraid of your money, he's afraid of your hustle. Yeah. So what is that alluding to? Are the men that are approaching these women not striving? Are they jealous? What's happening? Why, when women get successful, they have less options, it seems?
Not all women. There's a chapter in my book called Sexy, Successful, and Single. I call it the 3 S's. A lot of these men, not all, first of all, let me hold up. Men are not intimidated by a woman that has money or motion. Because we talked about this earlier, how money does not make you a better catch. It just means that you have probably some nicer things. But a man will literally go marry a woman that works at Wendy's right now, because that money does not make a woman special to a man. That's not what makes her more attractive. It's her values. It's her exclusivity. It's the fact that everybody has not had access to her. But what happens are these women nowadays are out hustling these men. And because they're out hustling these men, they feel like they can't afford them. Weak men have to be needed. Grown men only want to be wanted. Simp men have to be needed, because if you don't need him, if he cannot control you with his wallet, then he feels like he is not worthy of respect. A grown man knows, why would I ever have to win you over with money or prove my dominance with money? Me being a man is just enough. So these boyish men, these males, are intimidated by women with motion. They're out grinding them, and the women know it because they talk down to these guys. You can't protect anyway. You can't anyway. And we talked about that. Women act like women around men. So if a woman is demasculating you or emasculating you, and both words are actually accurate if you don't know in the dictionary, because you'll get some people that aren't that smart. And they're like, he said demasculate. That's a real word. I've read the thesaurus front and back. I'm highly educated, been reading on a college level since the 7th grade. Anyway, with that being said, a lot of these boys, these males, these she-males, I like to call them, they are intimidated by women, but grown men aren't. And then we got a lot of women with money that just, it's not even the fact that your position intimidates a man. How about you're unattractive? How about your coochie's not good? How about you can't cook? How about you don't know how to clean? How about the biggest one of all, why a lot of women are single? Because you don't know how to shut the fuck up. How about that? We taking peace over pussy any day. We're taking a headache. We're taking a headache-free household over great head any day. How many of y'all know how to give us a safe space to be vulnerable? How many of y'all really know how to support? How many of y'all, instead of pointing out everything that we do wrong, really give us a slap on the back when we do right?
Word.
Shit like that.
And another one of the videos that I watched also played it in the front. What do those women look like that are really single by choice?
They nice. You got some women out here with a lot of money, a lot of status, nice ass bodies, and some of them are just at a point where they're picking peace. They'd rather take themselves on a trip. They'd rather date theirself. And so a lot of people, when they have self-worth, they understand that in order to have self-worth, you have to be selfish. And they're at a point in life where they don't even want to share their energy with anybody else. And that's okay. But the women that we are hearing from that are saying they're single by choice, they're not single by choice. They're single because the men that they think that they should be dating don't want to date them.
So
ask any woman in the world. The next time you do a live podcast or next time you got a lot of women, I want you to ask them a simple question. Say, who on this chat has regular vagina? Who has mediocre coochie? Who has bad vagina? And you'll never hear one woman, me. Everybody got WAP, everybody squirts, everybody got the best, the tightest, the wettest. But see, men, we actually have to be real. If you get on a chat with 10,000 men and be like, yo, does anybody in here got a small joint? Me, man, me. Because we have to be real. They want to lie to themselves. And so they go into this dating pool or whatever it is and say that it's pissing it. But the man that you think you deserve really is not in your dating pool. You have to understand your dating pool is the environment that you frequent 75% of the time. So if you live in the projects, your dating pool is the projects. I don't care if you go to Miami and you get you a basketball player that one weekend. That's not where you frequent. That's not your norm. It's the Tyrones and the Muhammads around your way. That's really your dating pool. But you're tricking yourself thinking that you should be dating Shannons and Tylers, and that's not really for you. That's why you can't date successfully, because you're looking down on the people that are actually suitable for you.
Yeah. The percentage of the time in which people you are often around, that is your pool.
That's your dating pool.
Yeah,
so when we know that you don't belong here because you've been in 3 feet of water your whole life. Of course you're going to drown when you go jump in 10 feet. Of course you are. That's why you're not successful there. You're not a 10-foot pool swimmer. You've always been a shallow water type of guy. And another issue, and another reason why a lot of these women are single is because they require things that they can't provide.
Break that down.
You're in a Honda, but you won't date a man that drives a Honda. You're nothing but a CNA. You're a certified ass wiper and you do errands, but you won't date a man that's not a doctor. You're a janitor, but you won't date a janitor. You want a man to put you in a Benz, but you don't have a Benz. You want a man that makes $1 million a year, but you make $40,000 a year. How about this? Do you know how many women I know that are morbidly obese? And they'll tell me, look me straight in my face, I won't date a man that doesn't have a 6-pack. Are you fucking dumb?
Yeah, that it seems delusional.
I won't date a man whose hair's thinning. You take that lace front off and let's see what's under your cap.
Jesus Christ.
I won't date a man I won't date a man that's not attractive. You take all that funeral ready makeup off your face and let's see what you really look like.
Jesus.
You come outside without some fucking lashes on and let me see the real you, because at least with us, this is what you're really getting. I even heard a woman say a hat is the equivalent to a face full of makeup. Are you fucking dumb? I seen a post where a Chinese woman turned herself into Kobe Bryant with makeup.
God
So
damn.
you tell me how the fuck is a hat? Never mind.
Brother.
What advice do you have for the men that have a very difficult time approaching women, get women, saying the majority of women are not good women? It's hard to find a woman out here. What would you say to them?
I believe in approaching women. I do not believe in chasing women. Let me get that out there. You are not supposed to chase any woman. If you meet a woman and she does not give you equal energy from the rip, she is not for you. If you begin to chase, you will chase her for the rest of your life. Secondly, like people that like you. Like people that like you. And to the men, you got to be realistic. A lot of y'all like to date beyond your means. You want the $1 million bad chicks, but you want a $42,000 budget. You got to be realistic. You want the super bad bitch, but your stomach, you built like a bag of pudding. You want the super bad joint, but you don't exude what you want, so you have to be realistic. Now, hold up. Let me throw this disclaimer. There's some broke guys out here that are extremely gifted with their words, and they sling an A1 ding dong. So that's why they can date. You have to know who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
If you weird, go get you a weird chick. Don't do what Instagram tells you to do. If you corny, go get you a corny. That's your dating pool, and be okay with that. You have to. You can never successfully date until you know who you are as a person. You have to have your own identity before you can ever seek to deal with anybody else. A lot of guys are going through a midlife crisis. That's why you got 40-year-old men popping out the blue with nose rings and nipple rings and dyeing their hair and wearing waist beads and singing Sexy Red, because they don't know who they are. They're just going with the trend. They have no identity. Find out who you are, bro, and be real with yourself. There's nothing wrong with being a corny nigga. There's nothing wrong with being a square. Like, it's okay, because guess what? There's somebody for everybody. But until you keep it all the way 100 with yourself, you'll never get what you're really looking for.
Word. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Truth been cooking, man. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to go through the super chats. We'll answer the questions in the super chats.
Because I got a couple more minutes and I got to work out.
Oh shit! All right. I'm gonna get the link out there, and then we're gonna go through the super chats real quick. I want to at least give people a couple minutes to come up and all that. You know what I mean?
That's cool. I got you. We here.
All right, cool. So Missy, salute to Missy with the 50 ball.
Dang.
So Truth, they hit me with the 50. I gotta play a special jingle for them. You know what I mean? And all the guests, they better have rhythm too. Let me see where it's at. There we go.
Weather outside is humid. She turned up her location. She must think I'm stupid. She wanna run the street, so let her ho. She doesn't show signs of stopping. So who am I to be cock blocking? I really hate to see you go. Let her ho.
Azrael with the $5. He says, isn't he the jailbird that would do phone sex with chicks who kept the fan on? Dude kept the fan on. Dude is Derek Jackson with a beard after doing a big. Get out of here. You want to respond?
I like his energy. Let's talk to Azrael first of his name. I did do some time. I am definitely a jailbird. I'm pretty sure I got way more money and rhythm than you by far. Secondly, I believe that speaking on another man that you do not know personally is a bisexual trait. If you're into men, just say that. If you like my style, just say that. But dick eating will never fill your stomach up or put any money in your pocket. Next question.
God damn. Mr. Fantastic with the $5 says, if there are no more gender roles, you must be okay with the woman being the provider in a relationship then, right? This is a contradictory to your brand.
It's not. But you have to understand that there aren't any more gender roles, and there are some women that are in a better position to provide than some men. And what you have to understand about provision is this. For the goofies out there in the world, provision does not just mean financially. Provision does not just mean financially. When it is said that a man is supposed to be a provider, he is supposed to be able to provide the things that his wife lacks. So if my wife is a billionaire and I'm 100,000-aire, I don't have to provide her money. I have to give her all of the things that money can't buy. And that's where a lot of men lack, because they don't understand it. In any relationship, it's about balance. Next question.
So Aaron with the $2, he just says, so far, bro is neutral and the chat's still going in. Aaron with the $2 says, taking names at who agree with him and not Mr. Fantastic. So I think they was talking in the chat. We couldn't see it though. Anna with the $2 says, bring Mr. Fantastic up here. This is Mr. Fantastic.
What's up, Brody?
He said, for the fun of it. He here now, Anna. Anna said with the $2, I don't know what's going on, but here's some money. Salute. Judah. With the 50 balls. Yeah, man. These my family, man. They said these dudes push the divisive narratives from their own feelings and anecdotal experiences. It's not based on logic, but it increases their clout and helps monetarily. They push this propaganda to the feeble-minded and believe they're experts now. Pander. You respond to this?
There's nothing to say. That's his opinion. God bless you. I hope that anything you do in life, you get money from it. Have a good one.
And when I'm feeling broke, E and J by my side, Henny like $40, Dishing like
25. He knows what the 10 says. This is gonna be good. Do you know the cup analogy, DJ Hamp? The cup analogy? No. You know what that is, Drew?
Nah, I'm not, I'm just a panderer. Make sure y'all go grab the books. The link is right there, man. Go grab my books. Go follow me. We're going to do a couple more joints, though. Definitely.
Indeed. Judah with the 5 membership. Shalom, Ak. Judah with the $2 says, this dude gives me swindler vibes.
He back again. I like him. He obsessed with me.
Aaron with the $2 says, if he too old, too young, not her race, met on vacation. He probably was commenting while we was talking about something. Judah with the $2 says, another man talking about making our women 304s. Aaron with the $2 says, women are bi babies. Don't have to convince them. He's talking about their bisexual nature, I guess. Aaron with the yeah. Aaron with the let me get to the quote. I know you got it. So they got more comments than anything. Let me see. If you're born in the late 80s, the 90s, over 70% of women are bi, to my belief. It's the reason why polygamy is growing. Most girlfriends shared a man once.
You want to talk about polygamy for a second? You mind if we talk about that?
If you want to, yeah.
First and foremost, a lot of people don't even know where polygamy derives from. First and foremost, polygamy and poverty is diabolical. And that's what a lot of you bum ass dudes be trying to do. You're giving women the standard startup polygamous kit, a row home in the projects in a van. This is what you have to understand. Polygamy, that lifestyle is for successful men. It's for rich men. It's for men that have abundance. They have so much to give that they can not only afford to take care of their household, but multiple households. How do you have 3 people in a relationship and y'all all fucked up? How do you have 3 people in a relationship and y'all all broke as shit? You couldn't figure it out with 2, and now you add a 3rd horny ass bum to the equation? Be for real. They started polygamy because a lot of men were going to war and to battles and they were dying and they didn't want the women to be left alone. So that's why they introduced multiple women to one man. You could barely take care of you. What the fuck do you mean? You can't take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of multiple women? You don't have enough money nor enough penis. The woman that you with is barely coming. But you're trying to focus on another one. Be for real. Anyway,
yeah, we spoke about that. We actually had that clarification. I think even last week we talked about in order to qualify, you have to be qualified to have more than one wife.
And they're not.
Young 41 with the $10. What's popping, my brother? He says, question: do women lose their femininity when they experience another woman? Answer the same question for men and their masculinity. That's the difference.
That's a heavy question, young 41. I think that when women actually experience women, I think that they're very feminine about in their approach. You know, they're kissing. I think that they're doing what women do. They're nurturing. They're catering. They're actually taking their time. You know, they're really intimate. I think that intimacy and being fragile is a part of a woman's nature. About men and man on man, that's above my pay grade. I would not know. I've never experienced, never have seen, never want to see, or any of that. So that's above me. Maybe the champ could answer you. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think what we generally, our general sentiment would be that men on men, them niggas is feminine as hell.
Gay forever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with. Them niggas lose their masculinity. So I guess that's the
great.
difference.
Once you become a brother fucker, you the other fucker, and you out of here. That's it.
All right, now hold up. Hold up though.
Go ahead.
How about the big thug diesel killer boy in jail that's running that? Is he unmasculine because he taking some ass?
Yeah, you talking about Wayne Perry? Yeah, he's still unmasculine.
Hold up. I didn't say no names. No, I didn't say no names.
I said it.
Brother.
Bet Life, what's up, my brother with the $5 says, DJ Hamp, we have a mod hiding comments in the chat because she has a problem with free speech. So you guys know my rule about comments and timing people out. We don't do that. So it's alleged that Robin is doing that. Robin, please do not hide comments or time anybody out, right? We let people have the discussion. Okay? He knows what the $10 says. If 100 men pick up a cup of water, I might drink it if thirsty enough. 100 men stick their hand in a cup of water, I'm dumping it out. Why women should not sleep around.
That shit nasty either way. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm not even drinking my cup of water if I leave it in the room to walk away and come back. I don't know. 100 you.
Hell yeah.
You got a nasty mouth.
I understand what you're saying. He knows, but I ain't gonna hold you. Even when true. And Miss Fantastic, maybe you could, even when I like my kids, right? They all, it's a lot of them motherfuckers. They come up, they want to drink out of my water bottle. After they done, I'm like, you keep that shit.
That's it. Backwash. Toddlers, kids, backwash, and all you got that. That's true.
I got 4 kids under 2, Truth. So it's crazy. Yeah, I got 2 sets of twins.
Quadruplets?
2, 2, 1, 1. So they 2, so they get the water. I'm like, keep that shit. Y'all got bubbles in it. It's more in there than when you got it. I don't even want
Absolutely.
Rainbow Kid with us. When you was locked up, was you Jesus Christ? You want to respond to this, Drew?
Absolutely not. I wasn't. When I tell you, I'm so straight, I'm pointing, like literally, like that. Like that's how straight I am. I don't have anything against people with broken wrists, but that's just not my thing. I had a lot of women, and I like to work out. I like to gamble. I had a cell phone. Like I probably was living better in prison financially than a lot of y'all are living on the street. And I had more access to women than a lot of y'all had on the street in prison, respectfully. That's just me, though.
Shit like that.
Aaron with the $10. If all she talk about is energy and wears stones for moods in the evil eye, the current on the wall, multiple tribal tats, and different incense smells, she is a soul snatcher. She with everything. Okay. Beloved been a member for 7 months. Salute, Beloved. Hope all is well. I appreciate you, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.